The original Kamen Rider manga was written and drawn by the creator of the franchise himself, Shotaro Ishinomori. While the TV show was a collaboration with Toei, this manga that was published around the same time as the series could be whatever Ishinomori wanted, possibly making this the purest version of the classic Kamen Rider story to exist. With Hideaki Anno's Shin Kamen Rider reportedly taking many influences from the manga and it getting a well-deserved English release in nearly every place that sells books in the West, I want to take a look at it because while some may view its divergences from the source material as strange, I think it might be some of the best Kamen Rider content out there. So the manga's first 3 chapters are well-produced adaptations of classic Kamen Rider stories. You got the Origin episode, the Batman episode, and the Cobra Man episode, all retold here with gorgeous artwork and an extra emphasis of the tragedy of Shocker turning all these ordinary people into vicious monsters. Every chapter ends with some sort of grim reminder of what Shocker has done, even after the monster's been defeated. This is enhanced by the environmental flavored social commentary against elected officials put into the manga that is unfortunately ever so relevant to this day all over the world, even if Ishinomori was focused on Japan-specific issues happening at the time. Hell, Kamen Rider calls himself a champion of justice sent by Mother Nature in the manga. He was not being subtle about this stuff. Now, chapter 4 of the manga is where everything kinda gets nuts, but in a really good way, as Ishinomori introduces the 12 Shocker Riders, riders made by Shocker before our protagonist, Takeshi Hongo, was experimented on. In Hongo's final stand, the Shocker Riders beat him so bad that only his brain still functions, so he works with Hayato Ichimonji, a former Shocker Rider, now reformed, to become the second Kamen Rider, as they fight as one. Yeah, that's a pretty big departure from the original series, where Hongo is just off-screen fighting Shocker elsewhere. As for Hayato Ichimonji, his characterization in the manga emphasizes different things than the 1970s series. As the original series portrayed him more as an optimist, the manga leads more into his rage against Shocker and unfortunate circumstances that made him a rider. This is especially evident in the 5th chapter, where Ichimonji visits his old village to see how much things have changed and how much his family resents him now for all the time he's been apart. As for the 6th and final chapter of the manga, titled World of Masks, I don't say this lightly, but this might be one of the greatest things Ishinomori had ever written and drawn. It has fun action with the introduction of Taki and his partnership with Ichimonji, but it also has its bittersweet moments, and I do mean bittersweet moments, with Ichimonji cheering up a boy with leukemia in his final days. I think what really gets me about this story is the ending, where Ichimonji and the boys fail to find a doctor who can help the kid with leukemia before they have to blow up Shocker headquarters, leading to a final scene of the characters questioning why humanity uses science for such evil and selfish things. Is there a chance for a better future? Are we just plain old doomed? Or will we have to keep fighting for the best in a shitty situation? It's simple and some may say preachy, but I found it impactful for how the story was just honest about how Ishinomori feels about the world. Overall, the Kamen Rider manga might be some of the best Showa-era material in the franchise's history, and it's just a darn good manga on its own that I can easily recommend to anyone who's curious. If you don't want to watch all 98 episodes of the old 1970s show to understand the core appeal of Kamen Rider, this manga serves as a good adaptation that's possibly even better than the classic show in my opinion. Thank you so much to the employees at 7 Seas that were responsible for translating and releasing this beautiful manga that will hopefully teach a new generation about what Kamen Rider is all about.